Deep breath in and out. Have you found yourself staring at old photos in your phone after a breakup, questioning what happened to your identity? I remember looking at old photos of my ex and I during a Friendsgiving, and both of us looked happy. We were laughing. But when that relationship ended, quite frankly, I felt unsure of who I really was without him. But here's one thing that I actually discovered is that emptiness is your greatest opportunity. As a psychology student, I'm here to persuade you that that breakup is not a setback. It is an opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and most important, healing. So before jumping into a new relationship, give yourself that permission to become a stronger you. Today, I'm going to show you 3 things. First, what happens when you skip healing and jump into a new relationship. Second, why it's important to take time for yourself and rebuild emotional strength. And third, how embracing singlehood sets the stage for having healthier, more fulfilling love in the future. So let's go ahead and start with what it looks like when you don't allow yourself to heal. When we refuse to process the hurt from a breakup, we then carry that pain into a new relationship. According to Psychology Today, rushing from one relationship into the next often causes emotional dependency. Ugh. Instead of forming bonds based on trust and understanding, you're actually relying on the other person to fill that void that you never addressed. Let that sink in for a little bit. Unresolved emotions often surface anxiety, stress, or a persistent sense of unworthiness. And these are all emotions that can surface in a new relationship. We're at the drawing board, and let's go over what the cycle of emotional baggage looks like. Oh no, sad, a cycle, continuous cycle that keeps on going over and over again. Okay, so you go through a breakup, right? What happens when you go through a breakup and you don't learn from that breakup? You then have unprocessed emotions, which really sucks. Okay, what happens when you go through a breakup and have unprocessed emotions? You rebound into a new relationship. Let's abbreviate here. Relationship. We all know what that means. Okay? You rebound into a new relationship with your unprocessed emotions. Okay? Now, when you rebound into that new relationship, what then happens here? Unhealthy patterns develop. Now, this is important. This is what Tasha Jackson emphasizes in her TED Talk. So this cycle of emotional baggage is what happens when you face not dealing with your emotions. When you don't face your emotions, you risk repeating the same thing over and over. And you're wondering why do I keep on running into a new person but the same issue over and over again? Because what you're actually really doing is you're trying to step into a fresh new relationship, right? Whole new dynamic. Everything seems great, but you still have that emotional baggage from that previous relationship that you did not heal from. There's a cost of skipping healing and then jumping right into a new relationship only to damage yourself. According to Life and Goal, taking some alone time really helps you rediscover who you are beyond a romantic level. This is where you're going to begin to learn and gain clarity of what you want and need in your future relationship. So instead of clinging on to somebody and hoping and relying on them to help you re-identify yourself, you really need to stand on business I'm just kidding. You really need to learn how to stand for yourself and have your own confidence. All right, so let's talk about healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Okay, what does healthy boundaries look like? Healthy boundaries means you communicate. Oh, you communicate your needs. Okay, you communicate your needs. What else? You also respect personal space. What else? You are going to honor your values. Your values. Okay? Setting these boundaries is so much easier when you know yourself. By understanding your limits, your values, your interests, knowing your worth, it's all going to create a solid foundation for you. Psychology Today stresses that reconnecting with your true self ensures that your next relationship will be rooted in authenticity, not out of desperation. And fascinating enough, there are still some people out there that believe that jumping into one relationship into the next without healing is better, heck, even easier. But let me challenge that idea. Yeah, sure. Diving into a new relationship can give you some temporary relief, right? It blocks your genuine emotional growth. Stop it. Please take your time. You are going to be in a much better, healthier mindset moving forward. One of my favorite YouTube channels, Life and Goal, he highlights that people who invest in themselves after a breakup have greater emotional strength. So, what does this mean for you? Choosing to heal now, you're ensuring that the next time that you open your heart, you're going to do it on your terms. I have to show you this last thing. This is so important to me for me to share this with you. You have two different paths, right? Two paths. This is path one, and this is path two. Okay? Now, down one path, you ignore the pain. Oh no, you're an angry person. You're angry. You are angry. Why? Why? Why are you angry? Because one, you have not healed. You then develop and rush. You then rush into a new relationship. A new relationship. Okay? And then you repeat the same patterns. And this person's like, what the heck? You repeat the same patterns. Okay? Now, on the other path, you actually face the hurt. You're reading books. Oh, you're reading books. You see the sun. You're happy. Okay? You are very happy. And then guess what? You now open your heart to become stronger. You become wiser. And you are ready to love. Okay? Now, when we're ready to love, you are ready to now start a new relationship with a new person that is grateful for who you are. Okay? Now, a breakup isn't the end of your story. And by taking time to heal, you lay down the groundwork for future relationships, for respect, healthy boundaries, healthy communication. You invest in yourself now. Because when you rediscover to love again, you'll be kind. You'll be kind to yourself and the other person. like how you've always deserved. And as always, thank you for listening.